tell the people of the nation the average price per square foot of homes here, and then I want us to talk a little bit more about that for a minute.
So here, the average, this is average again, okay?
Average.
So that for people who maybe don't understand the average, there's some going to be lower.
Sure.
There's some going to be higher. This is the middle ground.
Right.
Is $170 a square foot.
Right.
$170 a square foot is the average.
Sure.
In our area.
Right.
So again,
then you can move to Manhattan and pay $1,400.
we feel like that our housing market is priced too high. You hear people say that. We're too high. Now,
you hear a lot of people.
You're gonna. I mean, there's several arguments that can go in here, cost of living and everything else.
Sure.
Our housing market has went up drastically.
Yes.
But in the grand scheme of things,
right.
People say, why so many people coming to Tennessee?
Right.
Am I going to pay $1,400 a month?
Right.
Or $1,400 per square foot?
Right.
Or am I going to pay $170 a square foot? Take in taxes.
Right.
There's just so much. So we do. We are honestly, I mean, a lot of people don't see it.
Sure.
But man,
we're a great place to live.
We're a great place to live.
Great place to live. You have a lot of people that ask us the question, hey, how do you all determine what my house could sell for?
Right.
Well, we look at the price per square foot that you can get.
And the reason we do that is because that is exactly what an appraiser is going to do.
Right. They're going to look at the same
They're going to come out and they're going to look at the same thing. They're going to say, what is the price per square foot of the houses in this area?
Sure.
Now, they try to condense it. This $170 a square foot
is everything.
Pretty much Hamlin County.
There's more and there's less.
Yeah, or maybe even other. But so they want to look at it through a little microscope. And so when we try to price people's houses, we try to do the same thing. We want to look at a really small, what are these houses? Not all of these houses.
Not all of them.
What are these houses selling for per square foot?
But people also think a lot of times that, and maybe other people do it other ways, but all we can tell you is how we do it. We look at the price per square foot in the area that the home is in. Mm-hmm. That's critical. But we also, like, it ain't our opinion, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't walk in and say, well, I think I can get you about $300,000 for this house. We look at what the market says. Right. Because the real estate market's already told us the story. Like, the story is already there. Right. What your home is worth in today's market, that story has already been told. Mm-hmm. All we got to do is go look at what the story. We got to go read the story, which is looking at the data that the market's already said is in that. Then that allows us to be able to get the top dollar for your house because we already got a roadmap to run on. Like, we ain't got to guess. We literally can get the roadmap to be run on and know how to get you top dollar. Everybody wants top dollar, right? Right. Well, we want to sell for top dollar. And by looking at the market, we can totally find that out. You agree?
I do. I was reading Sandy Watkins here said we're getting a weather warning across the TV.
It's sunny outside here, so I hope we're good.
I hope we're good, yeah.
Sandy's over in Pigeon Forge.
But yeah, so I mean, we have to try to see the whole picture.
Right.
We have, and so can you? This is the biggest question we get a lot of times. Can you price your house above that? Sure.
Well, you can price your house anything you
want. Price your house whatever you want to.
Yeah.
But again, this is where we try to tell people this is what's important right here. We're trying to find out the exact price per square foot of your house. That way we're pricing it competitively with what's around here.
Absolutely.
Now, can you have the nicest house in the neighborhood and yours be worth a little bit more? You can.
Right.
You can.
Right.
But that don't mean you're always going to sell it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I mean, you look at it and you say, pricing a house is literally just what the real estate market tells us to do. That's what we're going to look at. Right. Now, there may be people that grab prices out of the air, but that's not really the right way to do it.
Right.
We just want to price it and look at it and see where we go. So one of the things that we do for you, again, the people in the area, if you've ever thought of, you looked at it and you said, hey, I might want to know what my home would sell for in this market because, as you said, the real estate market, price up, inventory still down, still good time to be a home seller. There's a lot of people out there that thought, well, I really don't know where to start. Well, where you start at is connecting with a real estate agent, connecting with somebody, having them come, take a look at your home, running a market analysis, looking at it. That way, they're going to be able to give you that story, tell you what's going on in the real estate market, and then be able to go from there. And that way, you can arrive at your house, your area, your location, it's going to be able to tell you the whole entire story of just exactly what that you need to price your house at. Then that's going to let you know whether you want to sell it or whether you don't want to.
Right.
Anything else to add to that?
Well, I was just going to say we're back to 25 people right now. So
Gotcha.
Again, we're matching dollar for day on the gift card. So we're
Gotcha.
25 people right now. So continue to like, share, invite, get that number up, and that gift card will grow as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, pricing your house is not rocket science.
No.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not rocket science.
No.
It comes down to price per square foot.
Exactly.
So again, you're looking at here's a, I guess, seller tip. So a tip for sellers, how can you get your house worth more money?
Right.
Have more square footage.
More square footage, more money. Bigger
so
house.
for people who's got unfinished basements,
Sure.
those are good returns on your investment.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I mean? You're
No
going to
doubt.
spend money to fix up maybe half your basement.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to give you value.
Sure it is.
Gives you pretty good value
Yeah.
because that's where you get your price at, is price per square foot.
Right. Adding the more square footage, the more pricing. So if you or anybody you know needs a market analysis on their home to see what that price per square foot is in their area, y'all know what to do. Send a message to the page, call us up. There's an agent downstairs that'll answer the call right now. Set an appointment, come and look at your house, be able to tell you what the market's doing specifically in your area. I just told you I was doing new agent training. Literally, you got to look at apples to apples, okay? Because the number is average of what you just said.
Right.
So different areas, different numbers, higher and lower and all across the board. So you want to make sure you're looking at the numbers in your area to get the price. If you or someone you know needs this kind of information, call us up. We'd be glad to serve you. Come out, do a no obligation market analysis for you and your house, your property in the area that you need for it to be. No
so this
problem.
is kind of our real estate talk today for the sellers. Let's talk about buyers for a minute.
Go with it.
Let's talk about buyers for a minute.
Sure.
Again, a lot of people in the town, our whole area right now is looking for rentals. Okay.
Sure.
Rentals is a hot thing, hot
Big
topic.
time. Big time.
Talk about home prices going up.
Yes.
Rental prices has went up as well.
Right.
So a lot of times, we've said this if you've watched the show at all, sometimes certain situations, circumstances, people have to rent.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times it's because people don't know how to buy.
Sure.
Don't know if they can buy. Think it's too far-fetched.
Right.
Just being realistic. Right now, if you can afford to pay rent, you can afford to pay for a house.
A mortgage.
You can
Yes.
afford to pay a mortgage.
No doubt.
When you see little old tiny houses
I'm with you.
that rent for $1,200-$1,400 a month, you
Right.
can afford to pay that.
Right.
You can make a house
You
payment.
can make a house payment.
So we have came up with a program.
Yep. On the
It's
screen
not,
now.
It's not a rent-to-own program.
No, we're not renting.
We're
and
taking
then owning.
people from renters
Right.
to homeowners.
Sure. The journey.
The journey.
The journey.
We are assisting people on the journey. So if you are interested in learning how, so again, we've got this titled "Renters to Homeowners."
Yeah. Not
But-
rent to own. Renter to
If you're not
homeowner.
renting,
Right.
even if you're not renting, if you want to know what does it take
Be a homeowner.
for me to become a homeowner,
Sure.
there's a website I think you set up on the screen. You can go there and register for that. Again, this is free.
Right.
Okay, this is 100% free. We're not asking you for a credit card. You don't have a 7-day free trial. This is 100%
Right.
free. We're going to give you information for free.
Right.
Okay, we can help you get on the path.
Right.
We say this. I feel like we say this all the time. But if I want to know how to go to Manhattan, New York,
I got to get
I'm going to
direct.
either have to get directions from,
Yes.
I'm going to have them printed out. I'm going to look them up on my phone.
Right.
Somebody's going to tell me how to get there. I'm not just
Absolutely.
going to blindly start driving
No.
and
not
try to
at all.
figure out how to get there.
Not at all.
This is what we're doing for you.
Yes.
We're going to give you a map
The info.
that is going to help you get from wherever you are right now to owning your own home.
And just like the analogy you gave, there's going to be turn-by-turn directions with it, and there'll be some work. There'll be maybe some traveling for some. But if you want to go from renter to homeowner, we got the program already out. Website's on the screen. Send us a message to the page, whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, honestly, there were some people from the last show that we talked about that had an interest in this, and so I was talking to a lady about it, and so they're already kind of speaking with people, trying to get their map together.
Right. Get it all put
But
out.
here's the thing that I want to say, because there's others that have. It's it's going to require some work on your
no
part
doubt.
too. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
It ain't going to be you set up on this website, boom, you're a homeowner.
No.
So you're going to have to kind of do your part. There's
yeah.
things that you're going to have to do. Again, each person's battle, journey, however you want to say it, is going to be different.
Right.
Do your part. If you want to do your part, you can become
you can go from renter to homeowner. So again, make sure that you get that done. There's the website for you to visit to get the information on that.